Hey guys, my name is Bobby. Welcome back to my channel. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm vlogging. Becca's Bookoplathon, 48-hour Bookoplathon starts today. Well, tonight, if you're in the UK, today for me. So, upon Jamie's request, Jamie's in Becca's Discord with me, and he said that I should vlog because I ordered a new laptop today. So I'm excited. It should be here tomorrow. So I'll be able to edit my videos normally and actually put out content that I want to put out because I'm not editing on my fucking phone. So he's like, well, you should vlog Bookoplathon. Okay, well, here I am vlogging it. I haven't vlogged in a year. The last vlog I posted was when I got back from Las Vegas when I went to the Supernatural convention. And literally, I think it was not even a week. I think it was like 5 days after we got back. Was it even 5 days? Something like that. Everything shut down here. Yeah, I think it was exactly 5 days. Everything shut down. So I haven't vlogged in a year. I'm rusty at it. It's really not that hard. It's pretty much like filming a normal video, only I don't have to set everything up. I can just hold my phone and do it. But let's see. Bookoplathon runs for 48 hours. It starts at midnight GMT on Friday into Saturday, and then ends at midnight on Sunday night, Monday morning. And so you need to participate. If you want to participate fully, you need to participate in the GMT time zone. So whenever that falls for you, that's when you need to participate. Like in other Bookoplathons that she's done, she's just like, oh, just participate in your own time zone. But this one's different because for 48 hours, the whole readathon is 100% live. So from midnight to the midnight for the whole 48 hours, there will be somebody live sprinting on YouTube for it. Becca has a whole playlist for it. It's linked on her Twitter. It's on the Bookoplathon Twitter. It's on her, I believe it's on her page as well. And so Becca starts at midnight her time and does a sprint for 4 hours. So then at 4 a.m., then somebody else takes over, does 4 a.m. to 8 a.m. and so on. And so she's got a whole list of other booktubers that are hosting. So midnight her time is 5 p.m. Friday my time. So I am 7 hours behind. I used to be 8 hours behind, but we just went into daylight savings. So it's 7 hours right now. So at 5 p.m., I can jump on with her and start. The only problem is I can't participate fully like everybody else who's going to stay up for the whole 48 hours and all that. I can't. I have to work Saturday. I do start vacation on Sunday. So from this Sunday to next Saturday, I don't have to work, which is nice. Hopefully I can get some reading done. So this weekend, I'm going to attempt to participate, I guess. Like I can participate this evening, but I can't stay for the whole 4 hours. I have to go to bed because I have to be at work at 2 o'clock in the morning. So I have to get some kind of sleep so that I can go to work. And then I'm off at 10 a.m. on Saturday. And then I'm free to do whatever I want and I can participate in the readathon. I'm probably not going to go full bore like everybody else or a lot of other people and try to stay up for the whole 48. Obviously I can't. I have to work. So I will be sleeping. So I'm not going to be up the entire time. So I don't know how many books I'm going to read. Probably only one if I'm lucky. I know there's roll drops that happen throughout and they're specified on the different live streams when they're going to happen. I think one of them happens at like 5 in the morning my time tomorrow. I won't be able to participate in that. Obviously, I'll be at work. So I'm going to try my best to see if I can participate. Hopefully I can. Usually reading sprints, I read really, really good with reading sprints. So if I'm in a sprint, I should be able to get some reading done is the hope. Of course, there's going to be hundreds and hundreds of people. So I probably won't be commenting and stuff like that very often in the live chat during the sprints because there's going to be hundreds of people participating. It's not like our normal sprints that we do that's Patreon only. So there's only like, a small chunk of us. But let me grab the book that I'm going to start with. Okay. Sorry, I keep fucking with my hair. It's wet. I just got out of the shower. So the first two roll drops, it was read, and they're pretty easy. She's using two different boards like she did before. So the first prompt is fantasy, and the second prompt was a book with a dark cover. And this covers both, I guess. And that's The Lost Apothecary by Sarah Penner. This is my book of the month pick for this month. This is not very big. I think it's like 300 something pages. Oh, not even. Exactly 300. So should be easy to get through. I could probably read this in a couple of sprints, depending on how well it reads and how well I like it. DNFs count in the readathon, so hopefully we'll see how this goes. I could also switch between this having a dark cover and my fairy smut that I'm currently reading, which is considered fantasy. So I could switch back and forth if I get tired of this or whatever. So this tells the story of two different women. One is in the past. I can't remember exactly how far back in the past. So one timeline takes place in 18th century London and you're following Nella. And then 200 years later, you're following Eliza in the present timeline. Excuse me, Thunder? Jesus. Are you happy? Well, asshole. So in the 18th century timeline, Nella runs a secret apothecary where she sells poison to only women and only to kill other men. So women who are in abusive relationships, bad marriages, shit like that, she will sell poisons to them so they can secretly kill the bad men in their lives. There's only a few rules. You cannot use it on another woman, and you can't tell anybody where you got it. Stuff like that. And then in the present day timeline, you're following Eliza in London. This takes place in London, both timelines. And she finds a little bottle. I think it's like by the river. I believe it's by the river, something like that. She finds this bottle and it's from this apothecary for 200 years ago. So she starts doing research to figure out what happened and all that jazz. So from what I understand, it's like a historical, but with the dual timelines, you also run your present timeline. So there's a little bit of fantasy elements, but it's more speculative. And like Becca said, you can like fudge it, but it's got a dark cover. It's pretty, it looks interesting. So we'll see how I go with it. I've only read one physical book in like 7 months. I just finished it the other day. So we'll see how this goes. I'm hoping, you know, it looks like it should be a pretty easy read. So I'm hoping it goes okay. We'll see. Should look up some reviews and see what I think. But yeah, this was my March book pick, so I want to get it read. I need to get some of these book of the month books read. That's what I'm starting at 5 with Becca's Sprints. We'll start with that one, see how it goes. It is almost 10 a.m., so I've got 6-7 hours until the readathon actually starts. So I'm actually starting this rather early. I can watch the live sprints on my old laptop till my new one gets here tomorrow, and we'll see how everything goes. But yes, and so today I'm going to go out to lunch with my best friend at noon, and then be home like by 3 when my son gets home from school. And yeah, then it'll just be hurry up and wait until the readathon starts, and we'll just go from there. I'm very rusty at the vlogging. Jamie's hoping for a rant, so maybe one of the books that I read, watch, I only read the one because it's me. So hopefully it's good. Otherwise, he might get the rant that he wants. Again, this vlog isn't going to be very interesting. Nothing's literally happening in my life. You know, half of us are still locked down. Granted, we're open now to 50%, so which is really amazing. So we're starting to feel a little bit like normal. My husband went back to work and has been for about a month now. I am in line. I need to talk to my boss, but we're getting vaccinated sometime soon because being a grocery worker, we're higher up on the list. My husband was now on the list as of the 31st. Our governor said that anybody who works in restaurants and bars, because they're a place of congregation, now they are allowed to get their vaccines. So moving in the right direction. So yeah, I'm going to go out to lunch with my best friend, then come home, and it's just to hurry up and wait until the readathon actually starts. So sorry, this vlog is going to be boring. The only thing it's just for the weekend, and I literally have nothing going on except this. Danielle doesn't even have practice. She has that next week. So that's it. I will check in with you guys hopefully right as the readathon is starting. Okay, I'm back because I read the inner flap of The Lost Apothecary and I misspoke. So the main characters are Nella and Caroline. Eliza is a 12-year-old girl who comes into Nella's care in the 18th century timeline, and it's not a necessarily good place for her because Nella gives out well-disguised poisons. I almost said potions. Poisons to women who need to get out of their oppressive men. Caroline in the present timeline is an aspiring historian whose husband is cheating on her and stuff like that. So this is a good project for her to do. She finds the vial along. Okay, I'm gonna mispronounce this. It's not the river. It's the river in London. It's not the Thames. The Thames. I always say it wrong. I should look it up, but I can't. I'm on my phone. So River Time. It's not the River Time, but it's something like, I always mispronounce it. I'm going to look it up the second I'm done recording. So she finds it along the river and starts doing research on it and stumbles upon the history of it and the unsolved apothecary murders from 200 years ago. And so the past and her end up linking together, and I guess there's a big twist. So it still sounds super fucking interesting. So that's why I got it. Hopefully it's good. That's the updated synopsis. I'm leaving. Bye.
So we know how long we're going for. I didn't think this through. I don't have a bookmark for this. I am in Minnesota. Apparently you
Almost
can really
an
hear
hour
it in my accent.
into Bookoplathon.
Okay.
Already did one sprint. Here they go.
I hear
So they're chatting. Danielle's going to go get, hold on. I sent my kid down to go to the mailbox to get a wolf smut fae whatever book that Ash from Ash the Book Sloth sent me through the Discord. She sent it to me because she thinks that I need to read it, so I'm gonna read it. So my daughter went to go get it. I'm gonna pick it up for the next sprint. I read 20 pages of this in the first sprint, so I'm gonna pick up the other one in the next one. So we'll see how this goes, because I don't have much time before I have to go to bed, so I need to actually participate in these sprints or I'm not going to get much reading done. So they're still chatting. We're going to do another sprint. My kid went to go get the next book, so I'm going to start that, and here we go. Hey guys, so it is now currently Saturday morning at like 11:15. I just got home from work. I had to grocery shop after work, and today was hell. It was absolutely atrocious, but I'm on vacation now, so everything's good. I got my old laptop. My new laptop is being delivered today. It says it's out for delivery. I'm super excited. I got like overnight, so it should be here sometime today so I can get that set up. But until then, I'll be watching the lives on my old laptop. I got to figure out, I need to go in the Discord and ask who's currently live right now so I can get that all situated. Yeah, and I got my snacks. I got a whole bunch of snacks. I got wet crackers and canned cheese, which I haven't had cheese out of a, like Cheese Whiz out of a can since I was like 6. So I just figured why the hell not. Got some like meat sticks, some fruit in the fridge. You know, I'm got my Doritos 3D. I'm like ready to go. So we got all my little snacks or whatever so I can focus in. I probably won't be reading the entire time, but since I am now on vacation, I can stay up late and all that jazz. So I'm going to play, like, I play Song Pop on my phone, and I play with a group of people. So, like, I have to play all them first, you know, get my kids situated. So I won't be reading the entire time, but I plan to. And I don't know if I showed you this book yesterday. I don't think so, because the last update I did was when we started reading, and I was kind of tipsy then. The lovely Ash from Ash the Book Sloth, she is in the Discord. I've looked. I don't believe she has a channel. I believe she has an Instagram. But I've been kind of feeling blah this month, and I've only finished 2 things, and she decided, and I was doing fine until I realized that the Fate Chronicles the Fate Chronicles is like a 7-book series, I think. 7, 6, something like that. And I was reading reviews for the second book, and everybody was saying that after book 4, you have to read the first books in 2 other series that are like companion series to the Fate Chronicles. That one follows one of my favorite characters and the other one follows somebody I haven't even met yet. And you have to read those before you come back and read like book 5. And I'm like, well, that sucks. So I'm gonna have to read 2 other trilogies to be able to come back and finish the series, which kind of pissed me off. And it threw me to slump because the series is really good. I mean, it's trashy as fuck, but it's still really fun. And so I guess I got kind of dejected at the fact that I'm going to have to now read more books in order to finish the series I'm currently reading. So it just rubbed me the wrong way, and so I was kind of grouchy. And so Ash was very sweet and told me she's to add this Fae Wolf Shifter Smut whatever to my wish list, and she'd send me book 1, so she did. So it's called The Longing of the Lone Wolves by Lana. Not going to try to even pronounce that last name. It's a Fae Guardians novel. So she bought it for me in paperback, which is great. It was ridiculous because it was $18 for this, and I told her she didn't need to because I can read the entire trilogy on Kindle Unlimited, and I have a subscription, so it's free. I said, oh, no, I'll just pick it up on there. There's no reason for you to buy it for me. She goes, nope, you need the physical one. So thank you again, Ash. That was very sweet of you. You did not have to. But I started this last night during the sprints, and I am almost 50 pages in. It's reading really quick. I'm enjoying it. So I set down The Last Apothecary, which I got like 25 pages into. It was an interesting start to that one too. So I do want to pick that one up. I'm hoping to finish at least both of these during the readathon. The new roles dropped, and it's contemporary and POC. I have stuff on my shelves that I could read for POC. I do not own any in contemporaries because I am not a contemporary reader. So, but I haven't even finished the first 2 prompts. So my goal is to finish these 2 first and see if I can even make it to the other roles. I mean, you can participate in any way you can. Becca does not give a shit. It's just, you know, as long as you're reading and like having fun, which is the whole point. And, you know, that's what I'm trying to do. Like if I had the time where I didn't have to work and didn't have to go to bed so early last night, I mean, I lost, well, how many hours did I sleep? 5. So I lost like 13 or 14 hours of the readathon between sleep and work. So here we are, but I'm going to get on and figure out who's live and jump in. And I think I'm going to read Longing of the Lone Wolves because I was really into it. I was liking where it was going. It's post-apocalyptic, which I didn't realize. So that makes it kind of fun, especially since I really enjoyed the Four Horsemen series by Laura Thalassa. So Ash is like obsessed with this series. I think she's already read the first 2 books. And so she's trying to push this on everybody. So I'm going to read it and I'm going to update her as I read because she wants me to. So I was like, absolutely. I love doing that. That's what makes reading together fun. So anyways, I'm going to go figure out who's on live and I will check in if I've got anything important to say. Okay, guys, I guess it's time for an update. It's Saturday night now, almost 7. I have read about 100 pages almost. Like, I haven't been doing very good in the reading front. I've been too busy laughing at Gavin and doing other stuff like eating and dealing with my kids and playing games instead. There was a couple of sprints earlier that I read a little bit on and then I wasn't really into them. I just kind of felt disconnected. So I turned it off and played a game for a little bit. And then I've rejoined now with Gavin, who is, what time did he start? He's almost 2 hours into his sprints right now. So about halfway through. And they're fucking hilarious. I got to show you this right now. Hold on. So here's Gavin laying down in his bed because there it's like, what? 2 in the morning, almost 3 in the morning. No, 2 in the morning. Laying there, eating snacks, listening to an audiobook with a Maleficent eye mask on, and I'm dying. Like, I am, like, I can't stop giggling. Like, if I'm not reading, I can't stop giggling. Really lifting an eye patch to look, oh my God, to look at his phone. I can't. So instead of reading, I keep looking at Gav to see what he's doing with that damn eye mask on his face. He's cracking me up. But so far, so good. After Gav's live, then it's Jade's from JD Ray Reads, who I need to subscribe to her. I don't think I am, which is shameful. She goes until 1 in the morning my time, which I'm probably not going to make it all the way. I'm going to try, but I've been up since 2 o'clock in the morning. So I don't know if I can make it a full 24 without sleeping. We'll see. And I definitely want to be up tomorrow morning before Cody's. And Cody starts at 9 a.m. my time. So I want to at least be up for hers because Cody goes from 9 to 1 and then it's Becca's the last one, 1 to 5. So I want to be up for Cody and Becca. So I at least want to try to get through Gav. I'm going to make it through Gav's and then I'm going to try to get a good chunk of Jade's and then try to get some sleep. I know I'm not going to I'd be lucky to finish 1 book for this readathon, but it's fine. I'm having fun. I'm chatting a lot in Becca's Patreon Discord. We're chatting a lot there because the chats on these lives are insanity. Like what Gav has over 1,000 people in his live right now. And so the chat just goes so fast, like it's not even worth it to put comment. So we've just been talking in the Discord back and forth, which has been really fun. But yeah, I'm going to go back to reading because there is about a half an hour left in this sprint. So I'm going to go back to reading. I just wanted to update because I can't stop laughing at Gavin. Like, it's just, his lives are chaos. So yeah, I'm going to go back to reading. I've had a couple snacks. I don't know if I'm going to update again. I don't even know if I'm going to post this vlog at this point. I'm really excited, though, because I got my new computer and it's all set up and ready to go, so I can. But I don't know. This vlog is literally nothing. It's me just laughing at everybody and not doing much reading. I got to finish a book. So I'm going to go back to reading The Longing of the Lone Wolves and hopefully get 1 book read in this 48 hours.
Hey, Lexi.
What is it? Does it look bad?
Well, all I can say is, Gavin can't come to the live show right now. Why? Oh, because he's dead.
Oh my God.
That scared me. Oh my God, I can't look at it. I'm scared. Look at that. Oh my God. I'm so scared.
Hey guys, checking in again. It's almost 9 p.m. on Saturday. As you could see from the last clip, Gavin was on point during his sprints. His sprints are over in like 8 minutes. So I've got it on the waiting page for Jade's because he's just wrapping up his. So we're going to go into Jade's next. Hopefully I can last a good chunk of hers, but then I'm going to have to sleep, so I'm ready for Cody's. I'm 165 pages into The Longing of Lone Wolves. It's really good. Liking it. Definitely one of those fantasy romances that I'm enjoying because the world is really cool. And like I said, it's like post-apocalyptic. And I'm really enjoying that. Like, our world has been gone for like 2,000 years. And the main female character, like, unfreezes or like washes on the shore. And she's surrounded by like these fae. And they're like rebuilding the world. But humans are completely evil. And it's really cool so far. I'm really enjoying it. So I'm really glad that Ash decided to send it to me because I'm really enjoying it. And I am, 166 pages in. I'm on chapter 21. So I'm going to keep reading this. I haven't finished a book yet, but I am hoping to at least finish this one before the end of the readathon. So I've got 8 hours tomorrow of sprints with Cody and Becca, and then whatever I can get tonight with Jade. So I'm excited. We'll see how this goes, but this is probably the last one for tonight. I can't with Gavin. That goddamn Cruella de Vil mask. Like, it was terrifying. And then I didn't get video of it because I was just watching, but it's all over Twitter. At one point, he was like laughing and he inhaled it. And that's right when he like took it off. It was absolutely ridiculous. He was like flipping up the mask to take drinks of his wine. It was absolutely ridiculous. But that's what you get from Gavin. That's no shocker. And then him laying there with his Maleficent mask. It was like, dude. So Twitter's like blowing up with like, that's what you need to beat for the whole readathon, is you have to beat Gavin with his crazy mask and him like laying on his bed listening to an audiobook with that Maleficent eye mask on, just laying there like he's dead. He's ridiculous. But anyways, Jade starts in like 5 minutes, so I'm gonna watch her intro or whatever, and hopefully get another good chunk of this read before I have to go to sleep tonight. And my husband should be home any minute now, and yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow morning.
Yeah. Envy for everybody. I've just been napping consistently throughout. Everybody so far has said
9 a.m. time for Cody's sprints. Got my coffee in my book. Do this. Hey guys, officially good morning. It's Sunday. We're at the end of Bookoplathon. Cody has, let's see, about an hour left in her sprints, and then we've got the last 4 hours, which will be Becca. And it's going really good. I am almost 300 pages into this. I'm like on page 271. It's really, really good. I would highly recommend this to people who want to get in. Ooh, there goes my book. Okay, so I'd highly recommend this to people who want to get into fantasy romance and want to dip their toe. I only have about 150 pages left of this, and there's only been one sex scene, and that was it. So it's more about the world building and the relationships and stuff like that and what's going on more than it is about like the sex stuff. So if that's something like you want to dip your toe in, I think that's a really good place to start. And thanks again to Ash for getting it for me and encouraging me to read it. So I don't even know how much I even said about this book, but it is about a girl named Clark. It's about a girl named Clark who wakes up and she's like half laying in a lake, and she doesn't know how she got there, whatever. She's from Vegas, and she gets captured by these wolves. Like, she doesn't know if they're werewolves or whatever, but they have pointed ears, so they're fae. And this one comes out of nowhere and rescues her, and he takes her away with him and figures out that he's cursed. He's covered in these glyphs, which reminds me a lot of the Fae Chronicles, covered in these like tattoo glyphs, and he says he's cursed and that he will eventually die. And she comes to find out that she's 2,000 years in the future, and the world as she knew it was destroyed, and it has rebuilt itself kind of. But in order for the world to survive, they have humans have somehow, their DNA has mutated with animals, so that's how the Fae were made. And all kind of creatures are Fae. So like vampires are a form of Fae. There are, the wolves they're pretty much like werewolves in a way, because they can shift into males or into wolves. So, but they have Fae ears, but they're all considered Fae. It's really interesting. And there's other animal hybrids that, like, there was this one that's like half like part rabbit, part, I don't know, some kind of snapping kind of animal and something else. It's like weird. Like that's how these species survived. There is one colony of humans that they just stay away from and they're evil and all this shit, but the rest of the world is a complete wasteland. And it's interesting. So you come to know Clark as she talks about in her past how she was kind of psychic and could see things, and that's how she got by in Vegas. Like she would cheat because she could see the future, and she got in league with these bad people and they kind of used her, and she doesn't have a memory of how she ended up frozen in that lake or anything. She has no idea. So as you're moving with her in the story with Rush, who is the name of the fae who rescued her, you start to get to know the world and like why it is the way it is, and that she's connected to it. Like she was the part of the reason why the world was destroyed, but she's also now its savior. It's really interesting how it's woven. You get a lot of the fantastical elements you see in a lot of other fantasy romance books, but it with a lot, I don't know, it's different than anything else I've ever read. And while there was a really good smut scene, it's not super smut heavy. It's more about the connection between the characters and stuff like that, and everybody's kind of interwoven. So I'm really enjoying it. It's really good. So it's not hard. It's not hard to read. So I only have about 150 pages left. Hopefully I can finish it in Cody's sprints. I doubt it. She's only got one sprint left before it'll be switched into Becca's, because she's only got an hour left. So she'll probably sprint for half an hour, 45 minutes, and then it'll be a switch over from her channel to Becca's, and then we'll finish the readathon. So once I finish this, which I'm pretty sure will in Becca's sprint, then I'll move on to The Lost Apothecary, which I read like 20 pages of. Probably won't finish it during Becca's, but hopefully I can get a good enough chunk start on it so that I can finish it by the end of the month. I'm on vacation now, so I have all week off to do whatever I want, so hopefully I can get some shit read. I need to also finish the Fae Chronicles book 3. I'm into that, like, halfway about. So, I mean, I have shit to read, but, like, I want to finish this, and it's really good. And I might pick up the next books because I can get them on Kindle Unlimited. So that might be another thing, too. We'll see how it goes. That's my update. Hopefully, my next update will be after I finish, I don't even know the title, The Longing of Lone Wolves. It's, like, such a mouthful. So, hopefully, I'll update again once I finish that, but again, having a great time. Glad I could participate. I didn't get to participate in the last one she had because I had to work. So I'm glad I got to participate in this one. And I will check in hopefully after that book is done, and probably right when we're in Becca's sprints.
I was just like, I can't do it anymore. So this
Final
is, like,
sprint of the
literally-
readathon.
It has 4 lines per page.
Stoked to see Allie on here. Allie was one of the first people I ever subscribed to, so it's fun to see her on here.
I think I'll do it. And then the other book that I have to read is...
I'm like, I don't know. There's something off for me with it. And I'm always like, get away from me. I'm sorry. I know.
No, it's not really.
That's like, exactly, it's quality over quantity. I make one great one.
But what is it?
Hey guys, so I'm here to wrap up the Bookoplathon vlog. It is now Monday, so it's way over. It's like Monday at like 2:30 p.m. I am actually one town over. I'm about to go in and see my best friend while she works, and then we're gonna hang out, get drunk, and I'm gonna have a sleepover with her. So I didn't wrap it up last night because I was up super late. So Becca did her last sprint. I showed a little bit in the past clips of her sprint, and then I think the second clip was the after show. So what she did is she didn't wrap up Bookoplathon. Instead, what happened is she kept adding people to her live, and then we just kept talking, and there was a bunch of people still in thinking there was going to be more sprints, like she was going to keep it going. By this time, it was midnight her time. So she stopped the live show and then started another one called the Bookoplathon After Party. You can't find it on YouTube. She made it unlisted at first because it was getting not suitable for work. Like we were getting into like smut and books and stuff like that, and talking about stuff that she normally doesn't talk about openly on her channel, so she didn't want it visible. She originally posted the link on Twitter for people who wanted to join, pretty much saying join at your own risk. But then it got super personal. Like a lot of us were talking about, I think she ended up with like 8 people or 9 people with her or 8 people with her in the live. So it was her, Gavin, Ashley, Madison, Allie, Deja, Saf, Aaron, and I'm missing somebody, I feel like. I can't remember. I think that's everybody. I'm sure I missed somebody. But it was really good. We were talking about like hot button topics and stuff like that. It got really personal for a lot of people in the live and in the comments. So Becca decided that she wasn't going to make it so anybody else could access it. And I totally respect that decision. But we all got drunk. I think by the time Becca ended the live, it was 9:30, 10 my time almost, something like that. I know, or maybe it was 8:30. All I know, no, it was at 9:30 because she'd been live for 8 hours straight. So it kind of turned into a drunken live show after party, whatever. It was a lot of fun. Then I stayed up late and everybody was home and I wasn't about to finish off this vlog late. But in Becca's live, or in her sprints, I did finish Longing of the Lone Wolves. I gave it 4 stars. I really enjoyed it. I'm going to read the other 2 books on my Kindle. I just haven't downloaded them yet. So I guess it was a successful Bookoplathon. It was a lot of fun. I had fun doing the sprints, and now I've come to believe that I can't read efficiently unless I have sprints, because that seems to be one of the motivators. So a lot of us in Becca's Discord have run our own sprints, kind of, just to make it so that we all read and, you know, we're all together. So, but yeah, that's it for my vlog. Again, I am sorry I didn't wrap it up yesterday. It was kind of a mess, but I'm going to go enjoy my vacation. Hopefully there's enough content that you guys actually enjoy this. It's actually kind of stupid. Most of it is just clips of people doing silly shit on the lives and me reading one book. But, you know, it's just staying on brand. But other than that, the next video I should be posting is my April TBR. Because this I have almost edited already. I edited most of it yesterday during one of Cody's sprints. So I guess I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.